out and take
It's
your
secure,
furniture.
yeah.
Fine. Yeah, good for you. Well, the rest of us don't do that. And this is what the left does.
Make us more Christian.
No, it's not more Christian. You don't speak for Christians. Because
And
the fact
what
is,
the Bible
this
says.
is what the left
That's what I gotta say.
does. This is what
the Bible says
left
to
does.
break the
They
law?
take a basic
What page is
principle.
that on?
I'm gonna land. Let me finish. They take a basic principle, like you protect your borders, and then they use the empathy card. Oh, these people they're so impoverished. Their conditions in their country are horrible. Oh, we have to let them in. And then they argue that not letting them in is a bad thing and that we should do it. No, it's a basic principle. You protect your house. You protect your community, you protect your state, you protect your country. All of those things are in line and are basic common sense. You cannot say, well, I advocate for open borders, but secure borders. The two don't coincide.
Yeah, that's actually just
It's a lawsuit.
You
It can't be open and secure. You gotta pick one.
Hold on, I can't wait for Norm because it's 5 people are replying, but I can't wait for Norm to explain how that's a logical fallacy. Using axiomatic arguments.
So you open and then you exclude those who you don't want, correct? That's the secure part, right?
Yes, kind of like the TSM.
So that's what we're doing now.
Yeah,
the secure part is,
how's that?
if you're not legal, the secure part is, if you're not legal, you don't come in.
Yeah,
Here's a quick question.
So it's open, but it's secure.
He said, no, why are you guys filibustering? You just vote. How's it open? I'm not replying to 3 people like dogpiling and you're adding to it. Come on, I got enough to reply to.
No, you earned a little bit of dogpiling because you filibuster. That's too bad, isn't it?
It's too stupid. I'm not.
You guys think
That wasn't me, Alan.
You guys have not open. You don't understand the concept.
Okay, one at a time.
That's an IQ problem, and you got to figure that out amongst yourself.
That's a personal attack.
Dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
One at a time.
You're going to secure an area, but also allow people inside of it.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, truth. You've identified the problem clearly.
Okay, truth is very low level. Very low level.
Okay,
Go ahead. The elevator doesn't go all the way. Very low level. You don't know how to use the website.
Norm,
You don't know how to shut up.
Norm, I can't.
You are literally a sophist.
Norm,
Go for it, Alan. Alan, go for it.
Stop it. You've identified the problem clearly. You want secure borders, and if they're criminals and rapists, et cetera, then you would exclude the Trump administration. Wearing the secure borders part of your secure but open borders includes people who don't apply for the process legally, and who I understand under Biden, he let 20 million people in and said, if you walk across the border, you can stay. Trump is saying no. He's moved that line from what is secure or not secure and what is criminal to not criminal. Immigration has been either number 1 or number 2. The number 1 or number 2 issue, according to Pew Research, since 2016. And it's a huge issue in Europe. People are concerned about it. So, yeah.
62% disapproval rating, bro.
Except that when you
That's
look
pretty
at the
bad.
stats, like 70%
I don't
they
disagree.
like the results.
But what did he say? Bad hombres, Alan. He said bad hombres surrounding people up at church and work, bro.
Yes.
Americans are not happy. They're unhappy with the 2 people. I think, is it 2 or 3? Is it more than 2 that ISIS killed already?
Yeah, and you know how many died under
I blame the governor of Minnesota.
This is 2026.
Yes, you know what? People have died because of ICE under every single president. So if it's the Trump administration has been sued 50 or 60 times for a whole host of things, and they've all worked their ways through the court. What Trump is doing now, everything is constitutional and it's legal, with one or two exceptions, like we had that Supreme Court ruling about the tariffs. Okay, well, you know,
Good.
1 out of 60. Okay, that just proves, number one, that the branches of government are independent. You can never scream that the Supreme Court is bought off or it's doing Trump's bidding.
Does it one decision?
Yeah, no, it's got a couple of decisions, but still,
I'll meet you there. I'll meet you there.
Same. It's still not kissing Trump's ass. It's
That's
doing
true. I can get
what it believes is constitutional, and everything that ICE is doing is constitutional. And it is, it is, and it's not criminal.
When they're asking for papers,
60 lawsuits, 6 of them ways through the court, it's done. You cannot claim it's legal, and all of the illegal, Trump illegal, the left is pissed off because they're not in power. That's all it is.
There's some element of truth to that. Look, I don't disagree with everything you said, but I don't agree with the characterization. I think that, yes, we can talk about what happened under more than half. They're like pro-Bernie types, okay? Like, so this is a party that, rejected Hillary Clinton twice. We keep getting characterized, and it's really annoying because it's like that's not real.
Well, I was on the left truth during Obama.
I'm sorry?
So I know exactly Obama didn't do it. Now, I know people on the right feel like Obama was the coming of the Antichrist, but from the left, he didn't do enough according to them. And then when they didn't nominate Bernie, you're right, they were really pissed. And so when Trump was elected, the progressives said, you know what? You either give us all of our power or we're going to withdraw our support and Trump will win again. And so the left made the deal with the progressives. And no, they didn't get Bernie again, but they got Biden. And Biden did everything they wanted. So, yeah, you're right.
Until he fell asleep.
Until Biden fell asleep. Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, and to the point, like I think most reasonable, moderate people on the left, we respectfully disagree with people on the right who are a little more gung-ho about maintaining, certain populations. But I think everyone, even middle America, it was getting pretty crazy. It was getting over the top, and I think most of the country on both sides wanted something done. But I think they've just gone too far. Even if they haven't, which that's just me extending grace, I think they have, of course. The optics are horrible. Like, the rhetoric is a runaway train. This isn't just like he said, she said now. It literally, you have people shooting people and then calling them.
They were doing. You call what they were doing in Minnesota a respectful disagreement?
No, but they're not
breaking the law.
Of the state. They're not professionals of the state.
Well, what does that have to do with
That's why. Because it's about public reaction. I said the optics and the rhetoric is a runaway.
What?
That matters. Okay, so if people are protesting,
she assaulted somebody with a deadly weapon and got her ass killed.
Got her.
She shouldn't have done that. And the governor and the mayor encouraged her to do it, and so did her wife.
I did not see that in the video I watched. I saw her try to move around.
Down. If she hits him with the car that's not around him?
She was trying to move around him. You
have to wait till the person is out of the way before
he put himself in front of the car.
Well, no, he circled in front of the car before she put her foot on the gas.
Well, no, it all happened in the exact same moment. It was literally.
No, he was circling the car. It's on the video.
I literally saw the video.
He literally did a 360 around the car.
On how we see it for some reason.
No, we're not split on how we see it. It's all the same.
Yes, the country is split on how we see all these.
No, it's not. It's very clear what happened.
So when you talk to Democrats, what do Democrats tell you about it?
Uninterested. What? This is not a Democratic.
So we don't exist. The country's not split. Okay.
This is a question of facts. She hit him with a deadly weapon.
Cool.
She got her ass shot.
Cool. The difference between you and me, I don't argue with people. I get it. I get what you believe.
What's the legal standing? What's the legal standing of an officer's duty with a vehicle.
Bro, I'm not gonna have this. First of all,
I know, because you can't win it.
You proved yourself way too rude to. No, you
I
don't.
was playing the victim card. Truth, I beg you to do this. There's a judge that is on here quite often, and you can go talk to him about it if you'd like. And I bet you, when he's all said and done explaining every aspect of the law, he's going to explain to you this. There will never be a charge in that.
What is you telling me you found a judge who has an opinion do for me?
The fact that
I would say it's an attempt to educate you.
You think I can't find a judge who disagrees? Is that what you're betting money on?
It's an attempt to educate you, but you're proving
you think
very
I can't
resistant
find
to
cash
learning.
money a leftist judge who has an opinion that's
You know who or what Brent is.
I think if someone is trying to escape you and they're clearly not a lethal threat to yourself or anyone else, you don't put yourself in front of them and draw your
pedestrians. So the let them get away is not a valid excuse.
Yeah,
It never has been.
Truth, would you let them get away?
Would you put your money where your mouth is on that?
That you already have.
I don't want to be. I deserve to be a mile away.
Empty the
I
clip,
deserve
right?
to be
Empty
able
the
to
clip
walk
so they
down
don't
the
get away.
street and not have to worry about some crazed protester driving me and my 3-year-old child as I'm walking down the street over because some cop just let them get away.
Really, bro?
She would,
The only people getting ran over are leftists.
I'm pulling the
Republicans run over leftist protesters.
When she backs up, it points. At first, he was on the right side of her car, but when you got to. There's multiple angles of it.
If you guys are bored enough, we can watch the video right now.
You can see it on his cell phone video. She literally hit him with the car.
And then she hits him. You hit a police here.
No,
PTR. Here the car hit him.
Yeah.
You can't show me.
Show me how it's even close. She's not only turning her tires.
True.
You work for car tires. Look at his legs. Look at
Okay, now you're being willfully ignorant.
Oh
You
my.
know, you are, because you
How?
know she hit him. Because
No, she
you're
didn't.
pointing
No,
to
she
a
didn't.
video
None of the videos.
where
that
it's
she
not
did.
clear.
Everybody knows he went to the hospital
Where
for bruised
everybody
ribs.
Yeah, he went to the
is
hospital.
terrified. But the fact
Oh,
is, let me
ridiculous.
make it easy for you. If
Because
you
of
hit a
lunatic
cop with your car, 90,
You're so stupid.
you will be
You're
shot.
the
Show
stupid
me
one.
how this is even close. Do you know how to click a profile, man? For real. Go get
We can
this.
disagree to disagree, guys. Like, it's not even.
Moment.
All right, hold on. Let Alan go. And here's the facts. An officer doesn't have to wait till he's struck to pull the trigger. Okay? He has to believe he's in imminent danger, which a car is coming at him or himself, or him or others could be in imminent danger. The lady was resisting arrest. They were trying to get her out of the vehicle. Now,
And they told her.
please watch the video. Please watch the video. And
I
they
have
tried
the
to detain
video
her.
and the snapshot.
How many times before that did they let her just drive away? How many times?
Bro,
Just the
okay,
first
no,
one.
just answer the question.
Accelerator and
We're gonna
turn
get-
the wheel.
It
we
doesn't matter.
don't agree. I don't want
It
to.
doesn't matter about agreeing. I'm asking a simple question that's going to come
No,
up.
because
here.
I don't. You're gonna be shocked. I don't have the perspective you have.
Okay, it doesn't matter if you have the perspective that the law is going to have, and he's not going to get even charged. This is going to go down exactly.
you got it.
You're back
Exactly.
You're saying
As the
Brother,
case
you got
against
it.
he
Ashley
didn't
Babbitt.
get hit with the car. Now you guys are backpedaling. He didn't get hit with the car.
He got no, he fucking did. He
No,
did get hit.
you're backpedaling. Now you're saying he just needed to think that.
Well, no, that's
that's
the legal
the
standard.
He could have
Oh,
got.
he didn't. No, that's the legal standard. So
Yeah.
I don't understand how people can
Concede you're backpedaling now.
You know the legal
Stupid
standard.
Fox News talking point.
Yeah,
Now I can't hit with a car.
Listen, I've never seen. I don't watch Fox News.
Yeah, I
Show
show
me where in any of the videos where he gets touched with a car. Touched.
It's
And
illegal
video
from his
from
point of view.
Yeah,
His
federal
law. His cell phone video. It's called the Rule of 5, Alan. I've heard of it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
According to them, if you see somebody, if you're a cop and somebody's driving at you, according to them, you don't have the right to shoot at them. That's the problem. That's why you're never going to convince truth that he was justified. It doesn't
No,
matter.
we don't agree that she was driving.
Go out in real life.
This isn't
Like,
with you
he
now.
was-
Let's let him
he
talk.
was-
This is not normal.
Well, no, he said my name.
Doesn't matter. You let him finish.
I
Okay?
didn't cut him off.
You did. You jumped in.
Well,
So
I
here's
hear.
the very fact is, let's just
Come on,
truth. Me and you. you just prove. Can you tell me what the legal standards are for an officer to discharge his weapon?
I don't think he was done. I think we just interrupted his floor. I was just saying a little and then
I understand you might not understand that, but you have to listen very
carefully to what
you're
You
saying.
show me in any
videos
where his knee arch.
Okay, who said that? Sam?
Yes.
Go look. There's multiple angles. Go look.
Look, I have one of them right here. He thought he was in danger or some shit like that. Like,
yeah, guys,
Making that up.
because they told her 2 or 3 times, get out of the car. The moment she backed up, the moment she started backing up, he pulled out his gun because that's the defense against a moving suspect in a car. You're preparing yourself in case she lunges for you. And guess what? She lunged for him.
No, she
don't get to drive away.
And you don't get to
drive away. And he does get to shoot her.
He doesn't.
You're not going to reap word like being used around you because maybe that's who you are. But you don't understand the legal authority of using your weapon.
Like I said, you can make a better case. Read his mind, and
We
thought he was
the
in danger.
case is already
Make that
No need to read his mind.
Make
It's
that
on video.
He thought he was in danger, even though he wasn't even close to the car, and he just.
He hit him with the car. That's how close it was.
There's no point. Show me the video, bro. There's no point.
It's on the video that he
Do you have the internet?
It's on his
You
cell
know
phone.
what
I've seen every video. You know what? Did none of it.
So did you see his cell phone video?
You know how to slow down the video?
Yes.
Pause, look at when the
Yes.
first
It's
shot.
not even necessary.
When the first gunshot is fired.
This is, by the way, CM.
Yeah.
By the way, CM.
He hits him in the torso, not the feet.
Yeah, and by the way, CM, the legal standard is not a slowed down video. It's
Correct.
how the officer perceives it at the time
Okay,
in
I said
real
make that
time
argument.
without the benefit of hindsight.
Say that.
Correct.
It's
Say
called
that.
the ground tie and say she hit him with a car.
That's what matters.
Don't lie and say she hit him with a car. Say that.
No, that's not a lie. That's a fact. And it's recorded.
Show me the video where he gets hit with a
It's
car.
on his. I told you.
the ground test, it doesn't matter whether she hit him or not. The law is the ground test.
That's true. That's true. That's the assault
I
part.
wasn't even saying nothing until I
That's an authority.
If you really want to understand it, go look at what everybody misses. Go look at the tires spinning on the ice. Nobody gets the fact that the tires spun on the ice.
Ideology and philosophy, like political ideology and philosophy, I mean.
Well, you failed at that, Drew.
Okay, come on, man.
You fumbled.
No, just let me get it out. Okay, I'm big bozo, big dumb.
Oh, you guys are trying to throw an opinion at us.
But you already know, don't
No
you already
opinion
know
here.
what the leftist take on this is?
It doesn't matter what the leftist take is. You read the
I'm not
fucking
even sure what
law.
that means.
Okay, so watch this. Hold on. I'll
Hold on. Wait. Are you trying to say the leftists are liars?
Give me a second.
No, I don't agree with you.
Truth. Okay, Truth. Did you agree that Ashley Barrett should have shot? Do you believe Ashley Barrett should have shot? Because you can't build a life built on lies.
You
should be learning that.
I didn't call
You should
you a
change your
liar.
name to lies.
See how I didn't call you
Change
a liar, though. I said
Change your name to lies. You called me everything under the sun already.
No, I did that after you made that
Are you
smart
smoking
ass
weed
little
right
black
now?
joke. No, you made
I beg your pardon?
You made a
No,
slick
are you
ass
smoking
black
weed?
You made
I made a black joke?
Yes,
What's
and
the
that's
black
why you're
joke?
smiling when you're saying it.
Well, who says that I'm smiling? Are you schizophrenic right now?
You got it.
This isn't audio, dude. Just so that you know.
You got it.
Projection. What's that? It's projection.
Smiling
He's trying to
while
project.
you're
He's projecting.
It's
You can
working.
hear me smiling? Are you schizophrenic? There's something. Do you know what synesthesia is?
Norm, you're old enough. Smile when you die. Like you.
Synesthesia. Do you taste colors too?
Yeah, I got the Kanye West disease too.
Well, we understand that the left does taste color. Have you taken your medication today?
Nah, I'm
Maybe that's
free-balling.
the issue.
I'm free balling, Norm. I'm off some shorts.
Maybe that's the issue. Put on some underwear and take your medication, and then have this conversation.
Well, no, it's bad for your balls, Norm.
Well, I think you need to put it on. I think you need to put it on. I thought I smelled something, and now I'm starting to gag a little bit.
Oh my God! I don't even got to come back. I'm not that vicious. But look,
You're not that smart or funny.
you're right. I'm a big bozo. Everyone says so.
I didn't say that. I just said you're not that smart or funny.
Okay. Anyway, but yeah, so this is just opinion back and forth. We don't agree.
No, we're talking about fact. We can talk about opinion.
We don't even see the same video the same, bro. Do you not realize?
Well, no, it's not that we don't see it the same. It's that you're lying.
Okay, but I'm not calling you a liar.
Well, I'm saying you're lying.
That's just useless. Okay, bro.
Sure.
You know what's sad is I'm good faith enough to genuinely believe that you're just so different than me. You see it different, but you're like, no, you're lying. Meanwhile, ironically, CM posts a picture that clearly shows him not being hit, and then the argument.
How can you show a picture of something not happening?
Then you fucking move the goalpost.
It doesn't matter if contact was made anyway. How do you take a picture of something that didn't happen? Slow down, Truth. How did you take a picture of something that did not happen?
Explain that. This is just fucking disingenuous.
I'm listening.
What?
I'm listening. Show me a picture of something that did not happen.
The picture's proving it didn't happen.
How could a still picture prove something didn't happen?
Do you want to watch the video together?
No. I want you to answer my question.
I know you don't. The picture shows him before and after shooting. At no point does the car make contact.
That's what happened. Watch the video. You'll see it. And by the way, the crime of assault does not require contact. It requires a meaningful, deadly threat, which is kind of obvious. But it's not only against that one cop. There's another cop who's...
Assault is death penalty? Execution by cop in street?
Who said...
Oh, so he thought he was at risk? He thought he was about to get bodily injured?
But not only did she commit a crime against
that cop... He needed to kill her or someone with death.
Not only did she commit a crime against that cop, there was another cop who had his head and torso and shoulders
protesting
in the car.
You gotta put him down, bro. You just gotta put him down.
You're afraid to hear this. You can see it on the video, by the way. So I want you to watch the video, and I want you to see the cop that has his head and shoulders and torso in the car when she floors it, causing him to be at risk of severe bodily harm or death, which actually happened to the cop that shot her. And it's indisputable. Okay. Not only that, so that's two crimes that she's in the process of committing.
You want to watch
and
the
then
video?
There's a third crime.
You want to watch the video?
And then there's a third crime of her wife saying, "Drive, baby, drive," right after she uses fighting words to try to fight with the cop. You want to come at me, big boy? Go have lunch, big boy. You want to come at me? You want to come at me?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Those are called fighting words.
Yeah, I agree.
Then she tells her wife to commit a crime, which is assault with a deadly weapon by driving into the cop that's standing in front of the car.
She doesn't tell her to hit him. She says, "Drive, get out of here."
Well, if you tell somebody to drive while a federal agent is standing in front of the car, that's telling her to commit a crime. But that's not all. If you tell somebody to drive while you're being arrested or detained by a federal agent, and that's telling her to cause grievous bodily harm to a federal agent. Rebecca did. Rebecca good. That's correct.
Okay.
So she did.
I already know your take.
Okay,
so
I beg your pardon?
I already know the conservative take. We had all
no conservative take. This is just telling you what happened on the video in case you forgot.
A liberal who agrees with you, and you've never found a conservative who disagrees. Okay, Nora. All right.
Neither of those are true. Both are lies.
So you know conservatives who disagree with you?
Both of those are lies. You said the word never. You lied.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yes, sweet Jesus.
Not all.
Praise Jesus.
Not all, but most. Hey,
praise Jesus. Keep backing off. Keep backing off. Pretty soon you'll be back all the way into ignorant land.
So not all, but most is a trope. Like someone's a trope.
I can't. Why did you just say 6'7"?
6'7". 6'7" is a reference to a guy bragging about committing murder. I think it's pretty deplorable. But
I don't think that's what it is at all.
It's literally a song.
Probably not. You're just full of disinformation.
What the fuck did you?
You need to open the book. I said you're full of disinformation.
So what is 6'7"? Norm, educate me. What is 6'7"?
Why do you ask?
Because you just said I was wrong.
Yes, you're wrong.
So it didn't come from.
You're wrong. No, I didn't say it didn't come from a song. I said it's not about somebody committing murder, as you said.
So what do you think it's about? What do you think it's about?
Why do you ask?
Because you just said I'm wrong.
Are you backing up now? Show me how it's about somebody committing murder.
I think you said a knee jerk.
Show me how it's about somebody committing murder.
So
show us. Show the room.
Okay.
The same way that you lost on statistics and on the injustice of the rule of law.
Hold on.
I want to know all about I want to hear how your mind
mind works tonight.
Before I do, you made the claim.
Yes,
So
I said, no, you made the claim and I refuted it. No, you're wrong. That's right.
So
show me that you are correct. Show me that you are correct.
Okay. By the way, who's the artist? Since you know the song.
Skrilla.
This is your type of music?
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm not judging. I mean, I don't listen to this shit.
Well, I just proved you wrong. You want to go for 5? I got what has to say. Skrilla himself has stated the meaning is meant to be fluid and that he never actually put a meaning on it. So that's 4 out of 5. What would you like to lose on? What's the last thing you want to lose on tonight, Truth?
Yeah,
Truthy guy.
First of all,
I mean, I'm just quoting the guy who wrote the song. I mean, what do I know?
Hold on. Let me see if you.
Hey, that's your kind of music? You white boy? You Jew? Why don't you bring up shekels another time, Truthy boy?
Hey, I did that because you did. Yeah, you started.
Oh, you did it cause. I think you did it cause. I started it.
Started it. You
I did? What did I do? Oh, so in other words, that's your excuse? You're just a liar.
I put it on.
You're a common liar.
Norm.
You are a common liar. So you're conceding on Skrilla, right?
I don't even care anymore.
You're conceding on Skrilla, right? Right?
No.
You're giving up. You're not giving. You're not conceding. So you know what his lyrics mean, but he does not. That's
I haven't even seen him explain it.
Now I said Happy Black History Month, and you made an anti-Jewish slur. So explain that to me. I said Happy Black History Month, and you said that
you said that after mocking my blackness.
I never mocked your blackness. How did I mock your blackness?
Whatever.
Whatever. I know I want to learn from you. I want to learn about race from you, Truth. How did I mock your blackness?
I don't remember verbatim. I just remember.
That's generally. Just paraphrase. Tell me what I got. Okay. Let's change the topic. Let's change the topic.
Just how long are y'all gonna do this for?
And can we agree that Trump is the best president we've ever had?
Absolutely.
We can change the topic.
I don't agree with that.
Can we agree that Trump is better than he is bad?
No, Trump is better than Jesus.
You just said that.
I thought Trump was Jesus, but I'm not a Christian, so maybe.
No, he's the first Jewish president. You didn't hear? He's the first Jewish president. That's what.
Okay, can we agree that Trump has done good with his policies for America?
But this is a racist country, so we'll probably never have a Jewish president. Although we had a black president. But that's, God bless America.
Trump for president 2028.
A fan of the policies of Mitt Romney, John McCain. I loved Ron Paul on a lot of things, but I didn't agree with him on everything. Trump is on. You guys used to be apologizing for him, but now that you know it's his last term, you're like, yeah, suck it, man.
You think he's
I remember he did power.
and then he covers for pedophiles.
This is a sick projection from people who have sexual perversions, and so they. And here is the best part: you listen to that music.
Yes,
you didn't know about the movie. You didn't know about the movie. You didn't know about the Academy. You didn't know about the Academy Award nominated documentary called Tupac Resurrection. But do some research.
No, Tupac is different. He's more cerebral. That's it. And also, so I don't like all his.
So you didn't know I produced an Academy Award with.
Incredible. That's kind of
all right, motherfucker. All right.
He got
Did Afeni? Yeah. Afeni was my son's. Afeni was my son's godmother. I can show you the emails.
What?
Yeah. I hung out with her on her houseboat in Sausalito. She cradled my son in her arms, held her up to the sky, and said, "You've just come down from heaven where you've been with my son. You have so much to teach us." Yep, that was Afeni.
Bro,
we'll surprise you, Truth. We'll surprise you. Us shekel types.
I'm not.
We us shekel boys.
Bro, my.
Is what?
Iran.
And.
Hey, well. So then stop with the.
My name is Norman. And.
Yeah, that is kind of funny. Wait, Norman.
There you go. Yeah. Could go 2 ways. By the way, did you check out my NAACP Image Award? I'm looking at it right here. It's on my coffee table. Check it out. You should read profiles. I'm looking right at it.
Norman's a gangster, dude.
That's pretty gangster.
Some people
That
call it
explains a lot
Black
too.
Oscar.
That's why he's so, he's like the street professor.
About everything, but
But he's entertaining. But he's entertaining as fuck.
No, that's pretty dope. So you fuck with Skrilla? Now I'm cornier than Norm. Get the fuck out of here. It's fucking crazy.
The
And
door
that
was
puts-
locked.
Yep, and that puts that person in harm's way too. She's backing up a vehicle, potentially running over even her own partner because she's being irresponsible. These are all little things that get brought up into a case. So, I mean, this is why the people who don't look at the law, they look at the emotion of it and they don't pay attention to what it really states there. And that's why I was saying earlier, it's not about what we see, it's about reasonable perception. An officer doesn't get that. He gets 0.3 seconds to make a decision in his life or death. So we have to look at it in what the law states is the severe bodily injury, but others. And could somebody back over somebody when they're not looking up at their partner getting into trying to get into the passenger side? Yes. So this person was acting unreasonably. And that's why in this case, there won't be charges. It will get dropped. The state will try. It won't go anywhere because of the supremacy clause. The second one will have some charges because you can't hit somebody in the face. They're going to say, we don't know what he was trying to grab when he was pulling, because he jumps on top of that woman. And then he grabs her bag as they're pulling her away, right? Why was he pulling her off of the snow? She was off on the curb. Leave her be. So they can say at that point, they're going to say, hey, we thought he was reaching for something. We didn't know. Okay, he had one gun there, but did we know if he grabbed something else? There's going to be all sorts of things that come into that one. But the bottom line is the guy who was hitting him in the face with the bear mace, he's screwed. Because there's no doubt he violated the law.
Could I chime in, though? Because I think, and this comes from a law school dropout, but I practice in the legal field. So, but I went to a finished law school. The one thing that you have the reasonable person is correct, but they don't ever factor in an unreasonable person for the other side. What they do consider, though, if that the other party is withdrawing from the situation, then the reasonable factor does not always stay into play. So if someone removes themselves from an active threatening situation, such as back up the car, try to turn to alternative ways, yes, you can say, I reasonably thought she was going to drive against and hit me, but he shot as well when she was backing up. So that can be the conflict. Just because he's an officer of the law, they do have sort of implied immunity, right? So he can get away with it anyway. There is a concern that you can sue based on a civil case if the partner and other people and surrounding witnesses can say that there was intent to withdraw, and the other people can show that. But of course the victim is dead, so you really can't really prove that point. So it's going to be, I think, a stalemate. But as on the other case with the bear mace and the gun was removed from him. There was no threat. There was no visible threat at all. And you have the right to carry in a state like that. They're going to lose the case on that.
Okay, Bree, can you tell me what it says about when somebody is attempting to flee and committing a potential felony? Do you know what it says with Renee Good in that? Because when they detain you, when they tell you to get out of the vehicle, you're detained. And if you attempt to flee, you're not withdrawing yourself from the situation. You're considered as.
Yeah, that's if you're an officer of the law. They're ICE officers.
Yes.
They're not necessarily officers of the law. They do have federal jurisdiction.
They're federal officers. They're federal law enforcement by law.
Yeah, they're law enforcement by the federal, but they are not necessarily have the same
I don't think that
jurisdiction.
matters. You can
Here's the deal.
I don't think
So
so.
Bree, you're educated on this, and you I just want to ask you the simple question: What law is supreme to the state of Minnesota? Is law?
Well, you know that I think you're seeing it different. It depends on the jurisdiction of the action, right? Federal law. Well, you've got to look at the case, the whole factor. You just can't come up with a blanket just like voting laws. The voting laws, for example, if we just go it up to see what our current president's trying to do. the state has supreme over the laws of which the voting, unless there is some type of evidence to show that there is
We're just talking in this
malintent.
case.
But in this case, depending on criminal elements, right?
Could
So
you
I
bring Abby up, please? She's asking to be brought up.
The Supreme Court has said different briefs.
no, I'm not. You're not letting. You didn't let me finish the entire case. The whole because the supremacy of the federal jurisdiction, yes, can fall into certain cases, but you can always have case conflict in terms of state.
Jurisdiction can fall in case.
But you can have state also. That's why you have a federacy, right? You have a federacy, and so you have state. You have state laws that may have the right, and that's why you either you will go ahead and appeal until you get to the Supreme Court that will question what authority was in play and who. But when it comes to certain laws, whether it's interstate,
Spock, shut up. Seriously, you don't know anything about.
I think you're absolutely wrong. You have to
Run from a cop, off foot or in the car, either one, and they cannot just empty the clip on. That shit is not a thing. It is not a thing, federal or state.
There's 3 court cases everyone in the room should know. Go and then come back and try and have this conversation. Gardner, Plumhoff,
Gardner,
and Graham. Yep. All of this is under the Graham test, Plumhoff, 10-second rule. Wrong. They can fire if someone is fleeing if they perceive danger or danger to the public.